Good day, everyone, and welcome to Sailing Home, a radio program for seafarers and their loved ones. I'm your host, Carla Anastasio, and today we set sail on another meaningful journey to support our seafarers and their families. This program is all about bridging the distance, strengthening connections, and sharing valuable insights to help seafarers and their loved ones navigate the unique challenges of life at sea and at home. Today, we're honored to have a very special guest with us, Mr. Titus Manalili. He is currently the coordinating technical officer at the Manning Center in NYK Philship Management Inc., a leading organization in the maritime industry. He is also a proud graduate of NTMA Batch 2012. Sir Titus has dedicated his career to supporting seafarers and ensuring the professional growth and well-being. Sir Titus, thank you for joining us today on Sailing Home. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hi, good afternoon, Miss Carla. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody who is listening now.
Okay. Sir Titus, you're the coordinating technical officer at NYK Phil and a proud graduate of NTMA Batch 2012. Can you share a bit about your journey in the maritime industry and what led you to your current role?
I graduated from the NTMA 2012. Then since then, I sailed for about three contracts from 2013 up until 2016 as third engineer, and then as a second engineer for three contracts as well from 2016 to 2020, up until the start of the pandemic actually. So just to share, my last contract actually was over a year, 14 months to be exact. Then after that, I got married in 2020, and then I joined my company, NYK Fair, as a land-based employee since 2021. So I started as a technical officer. I was handling the pool for the liquid ratings, and then I've done that for about 2 years, and then I was transferred in 2023 to the dry fleet. I was also a technical officer, and then I was handling then the junior officers, junior engineers, and then finally as coordinating technical officer, as I was transferred to the OGM, or the office of the general manager, under the guidance of our uh, general manager in the mining operations.
Thank
My
you.
brief
Thank you, Sir
journey.
Titus, for sharing a glimpse of your experience with NYK Philship Management Inc. And can we ask you another question about how do your job impact the lives of our seafarers?
Personally, I impact the lives of our seafarers because mainly by making their lives, I think, easier in terms of the process that they go through in order to prepare themselves to go on board, and then as well as when they come back from after completing their contracts. So mainly, I think that's the impact that I share with the lives of our seafarers.
As we all know, seafarers are facing a lot of challenges, both at sea and both at home. How do you find these unique challenges faced by the seafarers influence their relationship with their families?
Okay. I think the challenges that there are seafarers nowadays challenges when it comes to the relationship with their families. I think it all boils down with communication. From the past, actually, if you will remember, actually during my time, the communication between us, the seafarer, no, us, the seafarer, and with our family, it's quite difficult because during that time we do not have internet. We only have emails, and that emails only have a few characters that we can maximize, and then we will send it today. Then our family will receive it tomorrow. Then the reply will receive it on the next day. So that's how it goes on the past. But right now, it's a mandatory for actually all vessels to have an internet connection. So internet connection, we can communicate with them via social media, messengers, like that. So I think the challenges that we face with the seafarers and the relationship with the families, uh, it can be, I think, resolved um, quickly, unlike before. Yeah, if that's if I answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you for sharing. Ibang-iba na yung experiences ng mga seafarers from before and from now.
Mhm.
Dati, sobrang hirap
Mhm.
makipag-communicate with your family and loved ones. Unlike today, we have a lot of social media platforms na readily available to help us connect, most especially on the special occasions like
Mhm.
Christmas and other holidays, no, sir?
Yes, correct. I agree.
Yes, sir. So, based on your experience, sir, working with our seafarers, what
Mhm.
advice would you give them and their families to maintain a strong connection despite long separations?
Okay. So in my opinion, I always ano naman, I always share this to every person that I encounter who are asking me this same question. So two things that I can actually three things. First, syempre you have to have both you and your family should have a relationship with God. Then second, constant communication, no, napaka-importante talaga niyan. And then third, last but not least, yung trust, with your partner. So I always give those three things, those three factors to them, to maintain yung good relationship with their families despite nga yung long connection.
Okay, sir. So, for
Separation,
the
sorry.
benefit of our listeners, so the three advice that Sir Titus has mentioned is first is through God,
Yeah,
through
relationship with
communication,
God.
constant communication with our family, and what's the third one again, sir?
Trust,
Trust.
tiwala. Mm,
Hiwala, tama. Big word.
mm, yes.
So, for the next interview question, we have prepared for you, sir. So, in your role,
Mm,
you likely see the financial habits. So, nandito na po tayo sa
mm,
financial sides na ating mga seafarers.
yes.
So,
Mm,
of
mm,
course, very important na aware or financial literate ang ating mga seafarers because they earned a lot of money. So, what are some of the most
mm.
common financial challenges they face and how can they overcome this?
Okay, so the most common financial challenges, I think, alam naman ng karamihan, no, yung pag-uwi si seafarer, wala siyang pera. Kasi if you will compare din actually in the past, kasi lahat ng sweldo ng seafarer, they receive it on board. So yung buo, yung talagang gross. That was way before yung MLC, yung uh, with regard sa ano po sa sweldo sa salary. But now we are actually mandated to give a portion of our salary to our families, as allotment. So before ang challenge kasi since lahat ng sweldo mo makukuha mo on board, when they have the chance to go out sa mga ports na lalong-lalo na mga magagandang ports like yung America ganyan. So kung hindi po talaga hindi talaga siya financially literate or hindi siya maingat sa kanyang pera, mauubos niya talaga. So at the end of the day, ang nagsasuffer is yung family. So you stayed on board for a long time kasi from the past 9 months is yung pinaka minimum. Then you can be extended up until kaya mo. Ngayon, iba na. So yun nga, with the help of that regulation na mag-ano ka, nagbibigay ng portion ng yung alat ng sweldo sa yung family. So with that, matatanggal na yung problem na yun. Yeah, so actually ngayon, kung in my opinion, mas matatalino na yung mga seafarer ngayon because nowadays, lalo na yung mga younger seafarers, they think of ways on how to to palaguin yung kanilang
Booster,
sweldo.
no?
So
So, yung
mostly
iba
nag-invest sila mga
nagbi-business, no?
kondo. Yes,
Yes.
business. nag-i-invest sa condo, bumibili ng mga property, yung mga ganyan. So actually nakakatuwa kasi yun na yung mindset ngayon ng mga new generation na tinatawag na seeker. Unlike before, kung ano yung makukuha nila, yun lang yung pagtsatsagaan nila. So yun.
Nice.
That's,
That's nice to know, sir, no, na our new generations, ika nga, ng mga seafarers are financial literate na talaga. So, and
yes.
in the management, so you are now allotting a portion of your money. So,
Mm.
para ma-overcome talaga yung mga financial challenges na kinakaharap ng ating mga seafarers. And what strategies would you recommend, sir, to our seafarers for budgeting naman and saving? So aside
Mm.
from we have those seafarers who have allotted a portion of their money for businesses. So
Mm.
what are your budgeting tips or saving tips, ika nga, para magkaroon ng mga extra income pa po?
Yan, okay. So that's a very good question. Actually, when it comes to the money, syempre, malaki nga yung kinikita ng mga seafarer. So sa budgeting and saving ng mga salary or ng income, yung siguro ang isang strategy na may suggest ko is yung proper planning. When it comes to budgeting, kailangan mag-create ka ng detailed na financial budgeting plan wherein mamomonitor mo kung saan pumupunta lahat ng pera mo. Nakalagay diyan kung saan papunta yung mga bills or kung may mga utang ka na kailangan bayaran, kung meron man. And then another thing is yung creating yung gagawa ka ng ng mga savings account, no? Different savings account separate. So kailangan meron kang emergency fund. Kasi syempre, pagka, as a shipper, pag after contract mo, pag uwi mo on vacation, wala kang income. So, dapat may emergency fund ka for good at least 3 to 6 months para just in case may mangyari, meron kang pool of money na mapagkukunan. And then, savings sa, like for example, educational plan, ng mga future ng anak mo, retirement plan, sama mo na rin yan. Tapos, syempre, investments. Dapat meron ka din tinatago ng pera for that one. Then, siguro additional na lang, if you can have additional income, like kunyari magtatayo ka ng maliit na tindahan, tapos take advantage na rin ng mga benefits na pare mong makuha sa mga employer mo, like yung free medical checkup, yung mga ganun bagay.
Yes, sir.
So, yun.
You have mentioned na rin, sir, no? Yung mga pre-medical check-ups, no?
Mm.
So, sa mga seafarers, usong-uso yung parang health is wealth, no? Siyempre, hindi
Yes,
ka
correct.
makakasampa on board kapag hindi ka fit to
Yes.
work, no? So, usually,
Mm.
sir, ano ba yung normal BMI ng ating mga seafarers?
So, yung BMI actually it differs sa iba't ibang tao. Syempre, ang BMI kasi ano yan eh, kumbaga ratio ng yung height
Yung body
to
mass
your
index.
body, yes, to yung body mass index, your height and then your weight. So, ang pinaka normal talaga is I think 23 to 24 if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yeah.
yun yung talaga yung mini-maintain mo. Kasi if overweight ka, technically over ka ng normal BMI, not necessarily tawag ito, unfit ka. Kasi may mga iba kasi over BMI pero yung weight kasi considered din kasi yung muscle mass kumbaga. So technically, it's only an indication na if you're overweight, maaari kang magkaroon talaga ng meron kang high possibility na magkaroon ng mga ah, sakit like yung diabetes, high blood, yung mga ganun.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, nabanggit nyo rin, sir, kanina yung about sa parang on vacation ng mga crew. So,
Mm.
usually, kayo po ay sumasampa ng normal 9 months. Tapos, meron
Mm.
kayong mga parang crew extension, na-extend kayo
Mm.
at times.
Yes.
Usually, sir, how long ba ang vacation ng isang crew?
Okay. So, in our company, yung officers, ang standard contract na binibigay natin is 6 months. Then, extendable siya up until maximum is 10 months. So, you can extend up until plus 4 months. Ganyan.
Hmm,
For the ratings, 9 months. Then, on vacation, usually on average, about 2 to 3 months.
two to
Actually,
three
3 months.
months.
3 months medyo matagal na. For some, lalong-lalo na yung iba na medyo may malaking binabayaran. So,
True,
yun.
sir. So, naipasok niyo, sir, ulit yung binabayaran. So, how
Mm.
important is financial planning? So, such as investing in insurance,
Mm.
education for their kids, so as well as their retirement. So, for the long-term security of seafarers and their families po.
Yung financial planning, it's actually very, very important, lalo-lalo na sa profession namin. Kasi you can never know up until when ka magsasampa, no? Kasi yun nga, every sakay namin, meron kang payment na rin ang tawag yung pre-med. So, di mo alam, baka mamaya next medical mo, unfit ka na. So, paano na? Di ba? So, until nakakasakay ka pa and then kumikita ka, sumusweldo ka, it's actually very, very good idea and very, very important na makapag-save ka nga. Yun nga, just like you mentioned, sa retirement nga, yung mga ganong plans and savings. No? Importante siya kasi pagka hindi ka na makakasakay, so saan ka kukuha ng ng pondo, diba?
Okay, sir.
So, yun.
Thank you so much, sir. So, for our next interview question, sir, are there any specific programs or initiatives, CNYK Phil or the maritime industry itself that you think are particularly helpful po sa ating mga seafarers na nakikinig and as well as their loved ones?
So, for our company sa NWK Phil, so we have different initiatives that we do para po sa mga seafarers namin and also sa families nila. So, for one, we always conduct seafarers dialogue with our seafarers. So we go to different provinces where yung majority of our seafarers are residing. So in these dialogues, we communicate with our seafarers together with the management. No? Safe space siya actually, wherein they can share their ideas, thoughts, complaints, kung ano mang mga improvements na pwede nilang i-share in terms of the services that they receive from the company sa NWK Phil. So that's one. And then we also our company initiated in making various applications like yung Marco app. So para siyang GCash. Pero para sa naman namin to sa mga seafarers. So, and then also Spoon, no, yung tong web app na dinevelop lang recently. This app is para sa naman, sa mga physical health naman ng mga crews namin. Wherein yung app na to, they can check their BMIs, meron siyang different uh, cal- uh, cal- uh, calculator, tapos recipes din meron din doon. So, yun yung mga initiatives ng aming company. And then for the industry, siguro pinaka-importante recent lang yung sa Magna Carta na RA na pinirma ng ating presidente. Wherein yung Magna Carta, it really protects the seafarers na when it comes to yung tinatawag nilang ambulance chaser. Wherein magagatasan yung mga seafarer kasi pagka nag-file sila, for example, ng case, majority ng uh, ma if ever manalo sa case, majority na makakakuha is yung attorney, hindi yung seafarer. So that's one. And then yung sa parang yung sa salary or yung sa allotment na marireceive mo. So yun, majority talaga ng magiging sweldo is mapupunta sa family. So that's I think one of the good initiatives that our government that have done to our seafarers and also their families.
Yes, sir. It's very nice to hear and to know that there are a lot of programs and initiatives na dedicated for our seafarers. Kasi like yung dialogues that you have
Mhm.
mentioned, dialogues in different cities and provinces.
Mhm.
So what are the different cities and provinces, sir, na you conduct dialogues po for your seafarers and
For
dependents?
dialogues, we conduct sa Bicol, sa Davao, sa Manila, Baguio, so those places, Iloilo, so those provinces.
It's nice. It's very inclusive po in
Mm.
different regions of the whole Philippines, and as well
Yes.
as you have mentioned the Spoon.ph, a
Mhm.
application dedicated for the health of our seafarers, as well as yung Marco Pay. Marco
Mm.
Pay app, which is for the financial side naman po, na makakatulong sa ating mga seafarers. So, for the
Mhm.
government, we have again the Magna Carta, which protect our seafarers from ambulance chasers.
Mm.
So, and a lot of initiatives and programs pa na ino-offer na ating government. So, as a closing question po, since this interview is
Mm.
medyo matagal-tagal na rin. So, as someone who's seen the maritime industry from multiple angles, so nakasampa na po kayo
Mm.
ng barko, so you have onboard a vessel and as well as became a land-based employee at NYK Phil. So you have seen the maritime industry from multiple angles. So Sir Titus, what is the most important advice you would give to our aspiring seafarers, to our listeners, or those currently in the profession?
All right. So for our current listeners, no, so ako I can give uh, this important advice. Yung seafaring kasi is very challenging, but is also very rewarding. So in different aspects in your life. So for me, in my opinion, for you to be able to be successful in this profession, so my advice is actually is kind of cliche, but it actually really works because ito yung sinunod ko or ginagawa ko on a daily basis. So, yung ano lang, yung having the passion, no? Syempre pag sinabi mong having the passion, unang-una, being passionate for me is actually finding some joy or having the joy to do anything actually. And then pangalawa, hard work, no? Na yung magtatrabaho ka not just as hard as you can but also you have to work smart, you know. So find ano ka, maghanap ka ng ways to make your job easier, you know, faster syempre. And then to be technical, syempre kailangan safer, no? Kasama 'yon. Importante 'yun. And then lastly, pangatlo, siguro be respectful to everybody, anyone you encounter, and uh, dagdag ko na rin, so be humble. So apat, okay? So be passionate, have the hard work, tapos
Respect?
respect, yes, and then yun, be humble.
Tama. So,
So yun. Tapos meron akong naalala lang din na ano, na quote na lagi ko din siyang binabasa at inaalala yung from John Wooden. Sabi niya, ability may get you to the top, but yung having the character will keep you there. You know? So it will keep you there. So yan. So thank you very much.
thank you very
Uh,
much, Sir Titus. Once again, we'd like to review for the last question. Sir Titus given us 4 points to ponder. That is
mhm.
passion, hard work, respect, and being humble. So before we wrap up, I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Sir Titus Manalini for joining us today. Your insights, sir, and experiences have truly shed light on the challenges and the opportunities in the maritime industry. So thank you for sharing your knowledge and for being such an inspiring advocate for seafarers and their families.
Thank you, Miss Carla, and to all the listeners, mga kablagista. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And to you, our
Bye.
listeners, thank you for tuning in to Sailing Home, a radio program for seafarers and their loved ones. We hope today's episode brought you closer to understanding and supporting the maritime industry. So join us again next time as we continue to navigate the waves of life at sea and at home. Until then, remember that no matter where life takes you, love, connection will always guide you safely back to shore. This has been Carla Anastasio, your host. Take care, stay connected, and sail home safely.